So we've now got world record for Leon A, Claire A, and Leon B. Ooh, and second place for Claire B at the minute. I just haven't gone back to Claire B yet. I was going to go back to Claire B, but the OSSC turned up, which meant original hardware runs, and after just finishing Claire A is still fresh in the mind. After when I said I was never going to go back to Claire A, here we are. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. There's no zombie. How did the zombies go through the front window? Because you can't even run in front of Kendo's Jeep there.
Freeze!
Time saved to just run past the door through the window. Smash! Kendo's like, what?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
It's funny you should say that, Half-Stendo. For Biohazard 1, they actually started making Japanese voiceovers, but then they scrapped it.
Sorry about that, babe.
Because somebody sent us a clip recently of, I think it was Chris in the cell at the end, with some like Japanese voiceovers, and I was like, whoa.
No clue, darling.
Even Jill had one as well.
By the time I noticed something was wrong, the
sat in the
entire
car.
city was infested with zombies.
Infested with Kendo. If you see any funky movements, it's this D-pad. I'm using my original DualShock, which I bought back in 1997. It's 23 years old, holy crap. Still works fine, just needs cleaned. Straight through, run his own, let's go. It's not too bad getting through there, no damage. Leon though, ooh. Leon's too big. You really like the RE2 remake? RE2 remake is so good, it really is. Like, out of all the remakes I've played over the past, like, say like 5 years, RE2 remake comes out on She's Gonna Get Us. No, maybe not. I'm just gonna take it. Take it like a man. Is there a separate record for this? There is, yes. PSN is separate to this, because this is classed as just OG hardware. This is just PlayStation. Except when it comes. Hang on. I was expecting him to go down in 1. Just for optimum stuff. Aye, so when it comes to OG hardware on this, there's 2 different categories for OG hardware. There's standard, and there's a mod chip category, so this is for the mod chip category. Except everyone does it on PlayStation 2, so this is the first PS1 mod chip run. But as all the games run at different speeds, it's going to be interesting to see where this lands, like. PSN times, that's the same, roughly. Like PSN, like the fastest I could get the RPD was 253, and I was averaging around 3, so that seems the same. Interesting. Then again, it's hard to tell. Like, if it's within 10 seconds, I'd just say it's the same, kind of. Record is 1:12:16. Is that for this one? Is it?
Hang in there.
It's funny because when you look at Claire B mod chip, there's no runs.
Who are you?
Like, clicked into Claire B and it just says there's no runs, and it's like,
brother Chris.
what?
We lost
We'll do a Claire B
contact
run.
with him
Wait, that's the scenario I'm
over
going to be
10
doing
days
next.
ago.
For
Chris, Jill, Barry.
PSN
Every last Stars team member has disappeared.
and
We
this
should have listened.
and OG hardware.
What happened?
I just want to quickly do a couple of runs on OG PS1 before I mod the PS2, just to see what the differences are, even though that console and the other console isn't the right one to use for speedruns anyway, plus I'm using the wrong version of the game.
Located in
You should be using Biohazard 2 DualShock Edition and I'm just using Biohazard 2.
Chris and the other
Don't know what the
Stars
differences are, I think it's just loading
members
times. And stretch.
discovered that
Yo, what up
Umbrella
Stone Griffin?
was behind
How's it going, dude?
everything. at the risk of
The
their own
WPS
lives.
version.
But no one
The
believes.
Craigasm PS1 version. Craigasm.
Are you okay?
PogChamp version.
Don't worry about me.
Pog.
Just rescue the survivors. in the
Pog
other
Slide
rooms.
version.
Here, take this key card. You
Yo,
should be
big
able
boy
to unlock
bird
the doors
pants.
in the hall with this. Now go.
Now go.
But
Just go.
Good time to drink some coffee.
okay. Just hang in there.
Oh,
I'll be
you got an
back
S for the
soon.
randomizer. Nice. GG, man. GG. Yes, this has been like the ultimate goal for me ever since starting to run this like a year ago, is to run this on original hardware, and this is exactly what we're doing right now. It's like, makes me so happy. Just looking down and just looking at the PlayStation like, oh, I feel 13 again. Not 33, lol. I mean 27. What age am I? I don't know! Who knows? Stop counting. Old enough to stop getting ID'd, but old enough to know better. Here comes the liquor. As speedrunners, that the worst node skip and cutscene skip. All Pepe hands. Pepe's like, no. Door scenes are the best bit. Oh, look at that door. Oh. Somebody was telling us the other day, for RE3 OG, you don't have to mash to go through doors, you can just hold action. Which is what you do on like going upstairs and stuff on this. I never knew that. So when somebody told us that, I was just like, what? It's like when I accidentally found that out. Look how slow the stairs are going there. Wow, what slowed right down there. I love that emote, JRM. It's just like, yay, pet the Pepe. He's like, ah. I think the craziest port to run on this will be OG N64. I've only ever held an N64 controller once for like 5 minutes, and that was like when the console first came out. I'll just be like, N64. Doom doom. Unicorn medal. Oh, oh. Yes, JRM, this is running this on one of the PlayStation 1s that I chipped myself. It hasn't burst into flames yet. Yet. Just get a G4 and it just explodes, takes me out. No! Boom. I wonder if they allow the EverDrive. That's a very good question. Do-do-do. You should inquire about it. I remember you had an EverDrive for the N64. Ship your console with pleasure. I've got a PS2 mod chip coming. Just hang on. I'm not paying any attention there. I've got a PS2 mod chip turning up just to see if I can do it. It's not for real particular reason, it's just to see if I can. Which will open up just another mod run. It'll be interesting to see what the speed difference. Look how slow the stairs are going there. Then speeds up. That's weird. Game. I install on a PS2 mod chip. It looks fun actually. Looks fun. How did I not get grabbed there? What's your favourite scenario? It's a mix between Claire B and Leon B. I just find the B scenario is so entertaining. Because, I mean, the A scenarios are both good, but you do spend quite a bit of time on the RPD at the start, compared to the B scenarios. The B scenarios, you do like one lap, get what you need, and you're done. With this, you're kind of doing 3 laps. You love the RPD section. It is good. I've just totally lost track of what I'm doing. Wow. Ren just went dead for a second there. I had in my head there to go towards the emergency ladder. I thought I was coming out of Marvin's office for a second for some reason. Oops. Yeah, so another mod that I'm going to do, I'm going to mod my Mega Drive. I'm going to turn it into a... I'm going to put a 50Hz, 60Hz switch into it. So you can change it between a Genesis and a Mega Drive whenever you want. Seems pretty straightforward to do. I never knew you could do that. I was like, whoa. When I knew you could do that, I was like, whoa. So I was actually going to look into buying another, like a separate Genesis console. But you can't actually turn any PAL console into an NTSC machine just by doing a few things to it, and it's like, alright, okay. Sweet. Of course, doing it back in the day, you couldn't exactly do it on these displays, but nowadays, you can do anything. Doing like console mods on like Mega Drives and stuff is so easy. It's like when you get into PlayStation 3 kind of territory that it gets a bit sketchy. When manufacturers kind of make things, you know, hard for people to actually get into. Whereas like back in the day, like a screwdriver, you just get into anything. Now it's like, nope. And make it so far hard to like get phones apart and stuff. Like to replace your battery, you're gonna have to get a heat gun. Like what? That's what I used to do on old phones. Just get replacement batteries off eBay, keep them going. Can't do that anymore. Well, you can. Taking a heat gun to a phone can be a little bit sketchy if you don't know what you do. Yo, J-Man for Life 45. How's it going, dude? Happy Saturday, sir. Welcome to the first ever OG hardware speedrun. We're playing on an actual PlayStation 1 with my first ever DualShock from 23 years ago. Mad. Arctic Blue DualShock. I was a bit devastated to open a copy of Gran Turismo 2 and the simulation disc is gone. I was like, no! There's a Coca-Cola machine in the corner that you only get on this version. Dun, dun, dun. It's not on the emulator version. It's on the disc version though.
Claire, you made it.
But it's on this version, it's not on DualShock version, I should say.
Have you seen a little girl around here?
It's about corporate greed now.
Who is she?
I don't know.
It's just the way everything's just kind of been manufactured to kind of, you know, break and throw away and replace. Whereas like, you know, years back you could just get something and fix it and keep it going. Whereas now you just look at a product in the wrong way, it just breaks and you're like, oh, can't fix that.
Keep in touch if something comes up.
I don't know, I think it's just the older I get, I just kind of look into things to fix and stuff. How close can we get to him? Didn't get close enough. You should see how you do a region 3 mod on the Sega 32X. It's one cable. Unbelievable how easy that is to do. It takes like 30 seconds. You're like, done! I don't know why you'd want a region 3 of 32X like, but... I thought 32X is a region 3 to begin with, anyway. Obviously not. Whoa, got attacked straight away. That's only happened once before. Mad. Wow. So many games to choose from. So many games to choose from. That's what I liked about getting the PC, like, a couple of years ago. It just kind of opened up everything from before the PlayStation 3. It's like, whoa, quite a few games. Quite a few generations of games to go through. That's why I like the thoughts of just getting a PlayStation 5, so it's kind of like, nah. If anything, I would like to get a PlayStation 5 just to kind of take apart. Just to get one, just to take to pieces, just to learn how to fix. Not actually play. Right, like here comes YOLO number 1. Knock the other guy over. Yo, sliced bread. Happy Saturday, man. Boss menu. Can't wait until streaming's back on the cards for me. That game I started was class. Which game did you start again? I'm sure I saw the start of it. I just kind of think off the top of my head what the hell it was. Happy Saturday, man, sliced bread. Hope you're doing well, man, dude. Welcome to the first ever original hardware speedrun. We're actually playing on PlayStation 1. And I modified myself. I'm waiting for it to explode. So if the stream suddenly cuts out, the PS1 exploded. Yo, Cat Boots, how's it going, man, dude? Nice to see you, man. Ah, that RPG, yes. What could I forget? You down, you got your bowl, you got your drink, you got your snack. Hope you're feeling better, man, dude. I'm here to... Oops, what am I doing? Let you relax. We're back on Claire A before I kind of say goodbye to Claire A for a while. I was going to move back to the B scenarios, but it's still fresh in my mind this. And the OSSC turned up early. Last time I tracked the package, it still said it was in China somewhere. I was walking down the street and the postman was just like, I've got something for you. And I was like, what? I was just walking back to mine thinking, what the hell is this package? And I opened it and it was just like, oh, it's the OSSC. I was like, eh, the hell? Come for the final lap of the police station. Can't wait to see people take apart the Xbox 5. It's interesting about the PlayStation 5 because... like, I've only ever seen one picture of that line down horizontal and it sits on a plate. Yo, Colton with a raid. Colton, how's it going, man, dude? Cheers for that sweet raid, sir. Happy Saturday, man. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing well. What were you playing? Most importantly, did you have fun? Hi, welcome to the first ever. This is the first ever OG hardware speedrun. We're actually on a chipped PS1 that I modified myself with. Yo, cheers for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well today, man. Nice, we're on a PS1. We're on the wrong version of the console. Should be on a PlayStation 2. Or should be on Biohazard 2. Here we are. I said, hey, what's going on? Yo, Colton, cheers for that raid, man, dude. Claimed classic Tomb Raider. Yeah, oop. See what I just did there. And he ran away without the key item. Which I've done before. Tomb Raider and a bit of Fall Guys to finish. Is Fall Guys still full of hackers? I was close to getting that, like. Just my PS Plus ran out. I was like, no. Here comes YOLO Misty number 2. Are you ready? YOLO. Ooh. Classic Tomb Raider is so good. It really is. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. Like, hang on. With those games, like, I love watching old school Tomb Raider, but I can't play them. I mean, I can play them, but I've never got very far. Tomb Raider 1, I've made it up at level 3. Tomb Raider 2, I've made it up at level 3. Tomb Raider 1, I can't even get past stage 1. Oh, my D-pad, no! I'm gonna blame my old school DualShock. This is literally the first time using this pad in 20 years. I haven't used this pad ever since getting the PlayStation 2 back in 2001. This is how long I haven't used this pad for. It's a bit stiff. I have to press the D-pad pretty hard, like my thumb's hurting already. I literally use my PlayStation 3 pad to run everything with. I mean, it's the same shape and everything, but it feels different. It's like a worksman with these tools. It's like giving somebody a different hammer to work with, and he's like, oh, this hammer's different. It's like one of those kind of scenarios. It's like the same hammer, but a different hammer. So when it comes to this category, everyone's doing this on PlayStation 2, so I'm the first person to actually do this on the original PlayStation. Tomb Raider 3 subs just turns into Mowgli, and just lives in the jungle. In the jungle. Explosions. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take this pad apart. I'm just worried about taking apart DualShocks. Especially the first ones. Like one of those things you take apart and it's getting it back together is quite hard. It's mad because like
I'm terribly
other DualShocks, you know, you shake them and the rattle. This
one of those zombies.
has no rattle. It's absolutely solid. Like the
Chief
build
Irons?
quality in this controller is absolutely
That's
amazing.
me. And just who
It
are
really
you?
is.
No, don't bother telling me. It makes
Like every
no
other
difference.
DualShock, you know, you pick it up and it just
You
rattle
end
like
up
hell. This is just
like all the
this
others.
is solid. Like it's class. Especially, I mean, I must have thrown
That's
this
the
controller a
mayor's
couple of times
daughter.
back in the day, like when I was like 13.
I was
or
told
most
to
of.
look after her,
Don't
but I
remember.
failed miserably. Just look at her.
You don't like tank controls on a
She
platformer?
was a true beauty.
I'm thinking of Croc, Legend of the Gobbos.
Short of
It's the same reason I love but also hate Croc.
But it will soon putrefy.
See, I love
and
tank
she'll
controls.
Turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
Because when it comes to tank controls,
There
I find
must be
tank controls
some
being
way to
extremely
stop it.
naturally.
In a manner
Like
of
Tomb Raider,
speaking,
like
yes.
RE, Croc, stuff like
Either
that.
by putting a bullet through her brain,
I think that's why I find, like,
or by decapitating her completely.
dunno, new games with the analog sticks a little bit harder, even though everything uses analog sticks and has done for the past like 10 years, but
And to
You know.
think that taxidermy used to be my hobby.
you love
But
tank
no
controls in
longer.
survival horror games, that's it.
Please. I'd really like to be alone.
Actually,
now.
someone was telling us today that there's an indie developer made a game just like this. Can't remember what it was called, there's a demo out, and I was like, ooh. What else is there? There's quite a few actually on PlayStation 1. Pretty much like... Hang on. any PlayStation 1 like title from like 95, 96 or before the DualShock was out.
Go! Easy, easy there.
There was a
I'm
tank
not
game
zombie. You're
which I found
safe
again when I
now.
was going through my demos called Shell Shock, where you just go around in a tank, and like that's all tank controls. Tank controls in a tank.
Leon, come in. I found the
Great
girl,
entertainment.
and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
There's a very Resi 2-esque game in early access right
My
now.
name's Claire.
It must be the same one that you're talking about, yeah.
Sherry.
It was
Do you know
Nox
what your parents
Nox
are?
told us about that
They
one.
both
Nox
work at
Gamer.
the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
Said he was going to send us a link later.
The chemical plant?
The
Then
chemical plant.
What are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because
A
it
lot
was
of retro games as well.
too dangerous
Yeah.
to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's
I mean, I
dangerous
mainly
here as
grew up
well.
with, like, you know,
You'd better come with me.
biggest gaming memories come from like Mega
But there's
Drive,
something out
Sega Master
there.
System, Mega Drive,
I
and
don't know
PS1
what it
days
is,
where everything was just
But I
D-pad.
saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies.
I mean, I bought this controller
And it's coming
for
after
Gran
me.
Turismo back in '97.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Either wait. Or was it Gran Turismo 2? I don't know. It's just such a shame I don't have my EverDrive anymore. EverDrive for the Mega Drive. EverDrive for the Mega Drive. Because I didn't realise how you could actually... You can turn Mega Drives into Genesize. Just by installing a mod. Can't wait to do that. Just turn my Mega Drive into a Genesis. Yes, just by a flick of a switch. You can do it in-game as well. Like what? Fast, slow. Mega Drive explodes. It's just like with this, like this is the PAL PS1, but I've modded it into an NTSC. Or wait, anything, it plays everything. It's running a lot faster than what it should. It's funny because I've got the original RE2 demo right here, and I was played that for the first time this afternoon, and wow, yeah, PAL speeds. Yeah, like straight away, I was like, wow, Leon's running really slow. I was like, holy crap! You don't realise after when you've been on NTSC for so long and you go back, it's like shit. This is how I used to play this. Leon's like running in Baywatch mode. See, look at the stairs loading slow there. Then it speeds up. That just me. That's the game, that's not the console. This dog dodge is stupid. Got it wrong. Got it. Oh no, I'm in caution status. No! In a proper run, that'll be a reset. Yay, snipes! That was a go, man. Happy Saturday! I run well, actually on the PlayStation 1 here. With my 23-year-old DualShock 1. Woo! Crazy. Feels so good. Looks so good. Sounds so good. It's just funny because the first game I played with the OSSC was just Ridge Racer. I got the demo because Ridge Racer Type 4 comes with a demo for Ridge Racer called the High Spec demo,
Sherry,
which has the original game on it
everywhere
along
for
with
you.
a 60 frames a second demo. The first game I was like, Ridge Racer, let's go!
Okay?
Dun, 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 dun,
If you
dun.
stay here, that monster will
I might do
find
that
us.
one
Let's
weekend
go.
for a retro marathon, just bring out all the PS1 racing games.
No.
Like
I
Destruction
won't.
Derby and Wipeout and
What's the matter?
Ridge Racer.
Don't you trust me?
Can't think of anything else.
It's not
Full of
that,
Indians.
Claire.
Nice.
Because of my
Yo,
daddy.
Moby,
He's
how's it
over
going,
there. I heard him
dude?
call my name.
How's it been? It's been well. We're on
Daddy must have
original
been attacked
hardware
by the
tonight.
monsters.
I'm on
I have
one of
to
my
help him.
chipped PS1s.
Wait,
First
Sherry,
time
don't
using the
go alone.
OSSC.
Sherry! Sherry!
Like, this is like the dream. like running on proper OG hardware. It's like, whoa! Madness. That dog got stuck. Ah. Is it running better, quicker? I'm not too sure, because when it comes to the times on original hardware, I have no idea. Like, going off the first split compared to PSN, it seems about the same. But I don't know. I think this runs slightly faster. But people use Japanese PS2s on fast disk speed, whereas I'm just on the standard PS1. That I modified myself. Oh, Sherry now. So on the boards, there is nobody that's ran this on original PS1, it's all PS2s. There's been a couple of American PS2s and Japanese PS2s, but no PS1s. It'd be interesting to know where this is going to land. I'm just literally doing this just for the crack. For a bit of fun. Oh, go on, Sherry. How do you chip a PS2? Just by taking it apart and soldering the chip to the board. There is another way you can do it by doing a soft mod with like a memory card and disc and stuff, but I'm just doing a proper mod. Where it'll play everything, original discs, imports, copies, or backups should I say, not copies. It won't play copies, but it'll play backups. Double-edged sword. Okay. Yeah, you should check it out, man. I can send you a link to the video that I kind of followed. This guy kind of goes into a little bit of depth, shows you exactly what to do. Because like on the PS1 board, he sold up to 7 or 8 points. On the PS2, it's like nearly 20. 20 different soldering points.
Claire, are you there?
Sherry, are you
Not
okay?
too bad if you know what you're doing.
Did
Like,
you find your dad?
you just gotta be really careful, like, because he can just break a system so easily.
But I couldn't
Like the
find
first ever
him.
PS1 that I modded on literally the second soldering point.
Here.
I knocked one of the capacitors. There was like 3 little capacitors like in a line, and like I kind of like knocked
Thanks.
one into the other and soldered
Now,
it
why
together.
don't you
And I was
come
like,
over
oh
here?
shit!
I want you to stay with me.
I missed the soldering point and ended up like breaking a few more other components. And I was like, well,
I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore.
just fixed it though.
But don't worry.
It's got the
I'll
tweezers
find
out and
another
just
way.
being very. You gotta be so careful. Like it's crazy. But if you don't mind with
Sherry,
like
come
fiddly
back.
stuff, then
Sherry,
it's not actually too bad.
Sherry!
Sherry! You open the disk drive and fill it with McCain's chips. Just fill it full of microchips and throw it in the microwave. 60 seconds, run! Ding! Explosions. Don't get us, don't get us, don't get us, turn. Right, there's liquor out of here, let's make him jump. Jump, please jump. Not into me though. Here! He wasn't meant to do that. Damn. See, the stairs are loading slow. And it speeds up. It must just be this version because everybody runs Biohazard 2 DualShock Edition. This is not DualShock Edition, this is just standard Biohazard. So I'm on the wrong console and the wrong version of the game, like. Nice. This is where the run ended before. I'm gonna play it safe this time. Oop. You can tell when you go to the menus, it's just, oh, it's so responsive. It's just like, done. It feels so good. Right, here comes the tricky part. So I can go for the crazy dodge. Not this one, next one. This one. Oh, that's so... just started doing that as well. Since like last week. Wow. You save yourself like half a second. It's hard to do though. 3, 2, 1, smash. I think there's only 2 people on the board for the mod chip. There's Carcinogen, some other guy. But they're both on PS2s, like. And here comes the liquor. I'm gonna get hit. Ooh. Wow. Yes, look at that freeze frame. Look at that. Carsey's like the shit. OG master, like. I used to watch him years back. No. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna... Oh god. I was just worried about falling into danger status again. Go for the YOLO reverse hallway. No, don't. You can run through the middle of those zombies. I did that a couple of days ago. Just did it for the lols and got away with it. Oh, he plays Metal Gear Solid as well. Actually, funny you should say that. There was a community points challenge. Community points incentive this month, and we hit it. So I'm doing a crawl through of Metal Gear Solid, which is going to be on original hardware because I've actually got it on original hardware. So I can actually change the disc. Whoa. So yeah, we're going to be doing a crawl through of Metal Gear Solid next Friday. It's happening next Friday, Nabson. Next Friday, which is like the 2nd or something, I think, something like that. That's going to be interesting. Makes it even better because I've still got Metal Gear Solid on disc, so it'll just be OG hardware. Woo! Depends how scratched my disc is. Oh shit. I keep on forgetting about that liquor up there. As soon as I opened the door and heard a step, I was like, oh no. Low caution as well. Fine. I have to stop and get the fast out of the sewers. I'm basically doing this run on OG PS1 chipped, just to see what the difference is between a chipped PS2 and fast disk speed, just because why not? Why not? Just because I can't get my hands on a Japanese PlayStation 2. Can't get one, like. Can't get one. I did have my eyes on one, but it went. I was like, damn it. Liquor's like, what? Nice. Really want smash? Smash. Right. Let's get out the RPD. The only problem is if this liquor hits us, we're done for. Oh. Thank God for that. Here comes Sherry. Yay.
Claire!
Claire.
Sherry, you're okay.
I'm glad to
Sherry.
see you're safe, Claire.
Damn.
Claire!
I didn't think that change in pad would give us so
I'm
much of a
going
bother.
down there. Stay here and wait
Ah,
for
my
me.
thumbs roll already. Brutal PS1 D-pads. Ah. I should dig out my, like, original digital PS1 pad, like, before the analog sticks and try and use that. It's actually in the bag behind us. Come to think of it, bag full of stuff. Actually, hang on. Brian's like, let's eat that pot noodle. Pot noodle. Ugh. Oh, he did. Wonder what's in those jars of stuff on his shelf. Caution status. Cutscene.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Everyone's gonna
Calm
die.
down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up. You couldn't possibly understand what's happened.
Food colour.
Those monsters.
Oh,
from
the
Umbrella
original
have
digital pad.
destroyed my beautiful
Wow.
town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done
Ooh, that
for
feels
them?
good.
So it's true.
Might start using that.
You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must
Oh.
know about the G virus.
Oh.
What is it? Tell me.
The original pad from 1995. Holy shit.
Agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bio.
I literally haven't used that for
Superior to the T virus in
Dunno.
every way.
a long time.
Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin.
I'm
I'm not gonna
sure
plug it in
you've
now.
already seen
Tempted to
some
switch
girl
pad in the middle of a run.
somewhere.
Nah.
Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already.
He's so optimistic, Brian, isn't he?
The monster
Everyone's
that's
gonna
been
die.
Tearing my precinct apart is yet another product.
Brian's just got his little handgun and Claire's just like, I've got a huge grenade
Ultimate
launcher.
bioweapon.
Crazy Brian.
Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me.
Watch out, Brian. He's gonna blow.
Just can't take the pain.
Can't take the pain. Du-du-du-du-du. I forgot to equip the gun. It did it. definition of Ada pot noodle. Brine irons. Brine! It's evolving. He's like a Pokemon. Just throw a Pokeball at him. You caught Birkin! Even though it's not Birkin. Right, don't troll this game. Go. You That was a good definition of the game trolling us. Instead of hitting G embryo, you hit a critter. I need that shot. That's the problem, you need that one shot left over to kill the croc in the sewers. Damn. The game listens, I'm telling you. The game just knows. Don't troll me, game. Game's like, nope. Back to Sherry. Sherry.
Claire, you came back.
You came back. What?
I believe the man who developed the G virus is actually her father.
The game is a living, breathing thing.
What's wrong, Claire?
It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
Just make it out of town. But
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
I'm just looking across at the capture. Oh, that looks good. Capture quality looks so good. OSSC is so good. Look how crisp everything looks.
Found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Crispy.
Claire! Claire! Wait, wait!
Wait. Ada, wait. I love how at the very start of the game, Leon's like, yeah, I'm a cop. And like, you get like half an hour into the game and Claire's just like, right, Leon, do this. Claire's giving out the orders. This bit in that bit in the world record run I did, Sherry sat down there and I flipped. I remember looking through the run and I just went mad there. Just sat down just before I went through the door and I had to turn around and get her. Otherwise I would have had a better time. Damn it, Sherry. I just can't believe we beat the world record by 2 seconds, man. A 1 hour 19 minute run, we did it in 2 seconds. What? Like that's literally the equivalent of me just running into the wall like that. 2 seconds. It's crazy.
Come on, let's get out of here.
It's amazing how tight things go, like, tight. Remember on the PC when I was doing Claire B runs, I was literally finishing runs within a second. It was like within a second PB. It was like, what? Like 1 second off. Crazy. There's Birkin. Run! Let's make as much noise as possible. Birkin's like, who's down there? Metal Gear Solid Alert kicks in. Dun! Ah, this is actually the good Sherry part. All because of just the music. You only hear this piece of music on this part of the scenario and that's it. Never hear it in any other part of the game. Sherry.
Where are you?
I'm here.
Sherry! Claire! I'm here!
And go. Here comes RNG. Don't attack us, don't attack us, don't attack us, don't attack us, don't attack us. Die, Sherry. Sherry's dead! And time! 49 minutes, 59 seconds done.
Claire?
No. I would love if that was just the end of the game. Birkin just walks in and that's the end. The end. You win. Flawless victory. Fatality. That's what it sounds like. Birkin just eats Sherry. By the time you get down there, Birkin's just kind of like finishing her legs. You're like, what happened to Sherry? Except I'm going to waste more time here and just get a first aid spray out the locker, which I'd never do in a proper run, but we need it. One more hit is danger status, so ooh, that's better. It's like having no rings in Sonic, you just panic. No rings, huh? Claire B, you see Leon down here. Claire A, you don't. I mean, which is the true scenario? Is it Claire A, Leon B? Or is it Leon A, Claire B? Which one is it? Drop for the spider. Where's the other spider? Oh, there he is. Weird. He's never... That's weird, he's never there. The spider's always further back. Sketchy when the spider's hovering there, because when you climb up the ledge, you can just drop poison. And here comes a net. A net. I'd love if like a net just walked in with a Namco G-Con with the cord still attached to it, just not plugged into anything.
I see.
Give me the G-Virus! Annette, do you realise you're holding a Namco G-Con? Shut up!
Steal my husband's G-Virus, aren't you?
Leon.
I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
It's a shame I got rid of Dino Crisis. Could have done some OG Dino Crisis runs, but nope. Don't have that anymore. I'm just looking across at my PS1 collection.
I told her to go to the police station.
A lot of good games to choose from. I've got like 40
Here.
games.
William will be after
40
her.
games?
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
Keep on looking at Die Hard Trilogy, which I was playing yesterday. Oh, Die Hard Trilogy, so good. To play it loud. It's firing in the terminal.
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced
You must be a net.
transmutation,
I'll just make another mod for this. Like just like an actual net just runs into the screen holding the gun.
I tried to
Huge
save him,
fishing
but
net.
I'm afraid it's already too
Huge speaking net. Like
But-
what? A net?
And
No.
that's not even the entire story.
She's wearing
Every
slippers as
G-virus
well.
bioweapon, including
On closer
William,
inspection, these are
has the
loafers.
ability to implant embryos
McBain just comes
into
flying
other
in.
Life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
What are you trying to say?
The bodies of
Tell you what, the D-
individuals with
ooh, the D-pad on this
non-reliant
digital
genetic
pad
code
feels
are
good.
likely
I'm
to
gonna-
reject the embryo. But since Sherry is his daughter,
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot later.
possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
It's
Die Hard
Sherry.
Trilogy.
You
Yeah,
go
honestly,
that way.
Die Hard Trilogy is so good. It's so entertaining as well, it's so funny. Happy trails. That was slow as hell. Just Die Hard 2. Blowing the hell out of everything. It's so good. Another game that was really good with a light gun. Light gun. There's actually a decent light gun coming out that's being kickstarted or whatever they call it. A light gun that's going to be compatible with modern displays and you can play all the old school light gun games. It's like, holy shit. RE Survivor light gun speedruns inbound. RE Survivor's like hilarious. The third one in the car wasn't possible, it really was as well. You'd see the timer counting down and you're like, well, we're dead. first one was good, second one was entertaining, but the third one was just painful, like. I remember being pretty good at it though back in the day when I played it last time. I just, nah. Can't play it now. It was like similar to Driver. Driver was so good. Right. Oops. Quick crook. Satisfying. That's what I liked about Driver on the PS1. You were finishing missions like with like a second left on the timer. Half a second left. Shit. Sherry's dead. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Grab the medal and go.
Wake up, Sherry.
I think maybe a net is a net for anyone trying to get the G-Virus. Maybe that's not what they were thinking. But I like that.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
You mean the Ribena?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go get that Ribena. Ribena. Driver was hard, like. It was good though. I've never really played through Driver 2 though. Right, Sherry sit there, that's perfect. Activate Sherry by standing in front of her so she doesn't walk backwards. Don't walk backwards. Stop. Go. It's better. Wait, thumb. Brain input's like, did it? The thumb's just like, nope. You beat one, then you played Summer 2. I think it's because, Driver 2, like... I think they developed it on, like... PS2 hardware or something, because the PS1 struggles to play that at times. The frames just fall through the floor, like whoop, the game's gonna crash. Where am I going? Where? What? Sherry, what? What the f... I don't know what to say, like... What was she doing? She got poisoned and just turned around? Because I walked towards the screen and I just heard some, like, footsteps and she just ran away. It was weird. That was so weird. Because normally... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, because like when Sherry gets so far away from her, she sits down. She didn't. She just run away. Glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, walk back with Sherry. Hold on. Oh. I love missing splits. I must have missed G-Embryo completely and split G-Embryo when I got out the sewers. Just realised. Oops. Doesn't really matter too much, I'm just making splits like. Just means I have to go back into the VOD and just kind of write down the time when I should have split and just put it in. Dude. I'm just taking extra flame rounds. I am picking up an extra lot of flame rounds for the modus room. I just kill everybody in the murder scream. You can get through without getting hit, but oh, it's tight. It's not worth it if you get damage as well. That's the problem with Claire A. It's hard to keep your HP. Because you don't get the full heal going through the sewers, and you don't get the first aid spray in the red hallway. So it's like, whoa. Dude. It's just so nice being able to run on original hardware. It's like, oh.
Claire, my stomach hurts.
Waiting for a fist to come flying through the walls and knock Sherry out.
It's burning up.
My stomach hurts. Rah! Smash. Claire's like, whoop. Like now. Hand just comes flying through the wall and just grabs Sherry and pulls her through the hole. It'll be like, whoa! If only there was an RE2 director's cut. Imagine that. Imagine if there was an RE2 director's cut though. Oh. Why wasn't there? Why, Capcom? Why? Try next time combination for slot 7 right down left. Alright, we'll do that. Right down left. Right. I'm gonna get hit. No, I'm not. And we're at the lab. I think the rotational stuff on the for the menus might be the same, Nabson. Because a long time ago, I remember looking on the speedrun resources, and like, you know, like somebody was showing you how to do the fast menus, and just doing that on the pad was the same. Like to get to slot 5, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I've never had to explain. I just kind of like do like a backwards Hadouken. It's like doing a Hadouken, but do it backwards. Hadouken! Slot 5. To get to slot 6, it's just the other way. Going from left to right instead of right to left. It's like go left and rotate your thumb round. But I can't do it the other way, I can only do it one way.
Claire?
Smoked him.
You're finally awake.
Isn't this...
When he is close,
That's
aim
okay.
up and he staggers
You
him.
keep it.
Oh, really?
I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Claire.
This pad's a bit stiff, like.
Even though
Because it's not my
I'm
usual
an only child,
good old PS3 pad.
neither of my parents ever
It's my
spent much
23-year-old DualShock 1.
time because of their work. I grew up alone. But now that you're
I have got a
with me,
DualShock 2, but
I
up
finally
was
have someone to rely upon.
it needs cleaned. He kept on like stuttering. If you like held it lightly-ish, it was like, whoop, up's a bit dodgy.
Sherry.
Just like with this, if I'm holding up and I'm going left or right, it's
Rest
a bit
here for a bit.
sketchy going
I'll be
from
right
holding up and
back
right at times, like
as
going
soon
from
as I
left to
found the
right
antidote
while
for
holding
you.
up. a bit funny. Going from up to left like that is fine though. All fights are free in Claire when you know what to do. The G4 fight, you know, ever since coming back to Claire A, for the whole PSN thing, G4's never killed us. And like, that was the biggest worry about coming back to this scenario. Like, I used to have big problems with G4 with Claire, but I've just jinxed myself, haven't I? G4's gonna kill me. Game's listening. Where the hell am I going? Use slot 7. No. Yo, Mendinso, how's it going, man, dude? Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome to the first ever OG hardware speedrun. I'm on the wrong system and the wrong copy of the game, but it's OG hardware. Like, for example, I'm not on a Japanese PlayStation 2, and I'm not on DualShock Edition Biohazard 2, because I don't have it. I don't have either. Yet. I don't know what the difference is between non-DualShock and DualShock. Oops. Minor bug fixes and extra modes. I saw that the vendor machines still say Coca-Cola in blue on this. The only difference I know. The stair loading screens were taking a while, for some reason. Like every time you got to some stairs, it was like going in slow motion, and it would speed up at the end. It was like, what? I wonder if it does it on the ladders. Does it start off slow? No, it doesn't. Must just be stairs. Let's not die here. Uh-oh. Why does this happen every time? Wow. The last 2 runs, the same thing happened. Except on the PSN run that I did, I got cornered there, and I went into the menu to use the first aid spray, and I was on danger, and as soon as I exited the menu, I got swiped, and it was like... I didn't pause the game. As soon as I did, I would have died. Wow. I need to just go back to doing what I was doing. So as soon as I try something else, it just backfires, like... Replace the first aid spray. Naked zombie. Saying naked zombies, but they aren't naked. B scenario with the naked. I was getting close. I can never get him to go in the corner again. Just one of those things I'm doing consistently wrong every time. Ah, it's Annette, isn't it?
Annette!
You killed William.
It's funny because I can
I'll
see
never forgive
you are compensating for lag,
Wait!
which is not there anymore.
I've just prepared a sample of the G-virus.
Oh, she's
And
got the
this
last
time,
sample of the Ribena.
No one will take it from me.
This is my
This
husband's
is the most
lunchtime
significant
drink.
piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens...
That sounds wrong.
Sherry
Williams
won't.
implanted her with her with his embryos.
What?
Spicy.
William,
You actually ran into that going from Final Fantasy 4 to 5 since there's no menu lag in Final Fantasy 5. I'll tell you what, like, the menu lag in RE1 is real compared to RE2. The lag in RE1 menus is that real you can perform glitches, like skip cutscenes. I think they kind of knew about it and got rid of that for 2. I'm still convinced there's skips in RE2 that no one's found, like, I'm convinced. Don't know what they are, like, or where they would be, but I'm convinced there is. Just because the amount of, like, old, like, new stuff getting found for old games at the minute has been staggering. Like, OG Doom on the PS1, Final Fantasy 7.
To prepare the antidote is right here. Save my daughter. And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her I love her. Sherry.
Annette!
My embryos are just as powerful as William's. That's my baby's mom.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted.
No, I just envisioned tadpoles there. It's a bucket of tadpoles. Go! G-Virus tadpoles. Dangerous. See, when the lab explodes at the end, it's just that wall of CRTs falling down. It's not a bomb, it's just CRTs fall down, explosions.
Leon, we made it.
3,000 tons coming off the wall at once.
Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry from me.
I've got a feeling the game's volume's pretty loud. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll just kind of guess the volume. I'll just kind of judge what my hi-fi's sitting at.
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
Right, let's do this, come on. All zombies. Get to the chopper! This is probably the only resi that you don't get away in a chopper. Get away in a train. Where the hell am I going? See, with Leon A, you can get through here without getting hit. But with Claire, I don't have a clue. I forgot to equip the grenade launcher. Shit. I don't know why I was trying to hit that guy like that. He's gonna grab us. That's the only problem with you kill them with the flame rounds and not actually dead. If the fall forwards on the front, they'll just grab you. He's gonna get us. No, he's not. Tickets, please. Chop, chop, get to the platform. Suppose we'll have to go back into the lab and get the vaccine for Sherry. With Leon, he can just go straight out, but with Claire, nope. Weird dodge I do there. Always done that. Little chicane through the zombies. Like run, stop, go. It's like what? PlayStation 1 seems to be running at the same speed as PSN, roughly, kind of. PS2 definitely runs faster than this, I can just tell. Here comes 1990 Soda Stream. See, it's not the vaccine, it's just a soda stream for Sherry. Putting some fizz in that Ribena. Go, go, go! Right, let's go. G4 time. No first aid spray. The thing is, since coming back to Claire A last week, I haven't died off G4 yet. Which is very unusual, because normally G4 kills us 9 times out of 10, but he's never killed us. Until now! Welcome back, J-Man. Just in time for the end. Do-do-do-do. Calm before the storm. Yo, Sliced Bread with 100 bits. Thank you so much, man, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man.
5 minutes until detonation.
5 minutes until detonation. Dun, dun, dun. Right, let's do this. It's gonna be past 120, this. I was expecting that to be a little bit faster. Oh. Right. Quick shots. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Fire in the hole. Come on, G4. What's he gonna do? Try and fire at them first. Nice. Uh-oh. Should be dead after one hit. Yep. Nice. Didn't kill us. It's gonna be past 120 though. Actually, that's the thing, you don't end this until after the final FMV. I'm still gonna end it soon. Yes, danger status. Danger status finish. Holy crap. Let's make it go a little bit faster. Look at it go. Come on, Claire. Ah. time. Even time at the wrong time. Aye, PlayStation 1 runs slow. There we go, that's the first ever completed run on original hardware. Wow. Even though we're not on a Japanese PlayStation 2 and we're not running DualShock, so wrong system, wrong game. End of run. Cheers, Lucy, Nobody23, Sweeks FC, Comrade KitKat, Sliced Bread. I'll be back in 2 seconds so you run to Lulu.
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Cherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up.
Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay.
Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
Ah, my God has protected you. It will always be with you.
Claire.
Sherry.
Cheers, J-Man, Sliced Bread and Comrade KitKat. I'm just gonna load up the board and have a look. Do-do-do. Save the splits before we lose them. Do-do. Ah. Just by looking at the times in comparison, yeah. A Japanese PlayStation 2 and fast disk speed is a lot faster than what I'm doing here. By like 5 minutes. That's crazy. I'm just looking at RE1, the rules on the PlayStation category. It says mod chips on PlayStation 2 consoles are banned. Doesn't mention anything about PlayStation 1 consoles though. It says must be played in a real PS1, 2 or 3. Except PS3 means... oh no. It says PS3 equals physical disc and PS3 PSN is digital. But then again, I don't know. I need a Japanese PlayStation 2. Can't get one though. Cheers, Nabson. Thank you, sir. Are you going to be doing the next run, chair? I have to stand up at some point. Let's see if the end timer says. See how close it is to the... I think it'll be about the same. Be like 121. 120. Oh, really? Do 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 do. Yeah, PS2 for sure, yeah. I was just kind of gonna get like a rough guideline to how much slower this is, and it's a lot slower. It seems to be the same kind of similar time to PSN. Because like, I was going off like the first split, RPD was around 3 minutes. So OG PS1 seems about the same as PSN. Interesting, that like. The PlayStation 3 just must emulate, well, yeah, PS1, so that makes sense actually. I'm answering my own questions. Nah, I need a Japanese PlayStation 2. Has anybody got one? Now, what's interesting next is I'm getting a mod chip for my PAL PS2. It's got nothing to do with speedruns, but it'll be interesting after when I mod it to run against these splits that we've just set now, just to see what the time difference is again. Then after doing that, when we do get a Japanese PlayStation 2 to go against the PAL modded PS2 against the Jap PS2. Mad. I was meant to save the game there and I didn't. Fuck. Damn it, I was meant to save Leon B, even though that would have been the wrong setup, but... Whoops.